I hope you guys can see me okay. I had to turn my phone around a little bit different than I normally do these videos. So, hi, I'm Liz with Everyday Extraordinary Oils, and I just wanted to jump on here, talk about some Doterra products, but I didn't want to start with that actually because I know most of us are going through a lot right now with everything that's going on in the world, and a lot of us are home right now. Home a lot more than maybe we're used to, home a lot more than maybe we want to be. Our families are home, and that can cause feelings of upheaval. Maybe we're watching the news a lot. We're getting a lot of information that is negative. And so I'm wondering if, and I'm guilty of this too, so just know that I'm always preaching to myself here, but I'm just wondering if during this time period of our lives that everyone as a nation and in some ways as the world is going through at the same time, if we could maybe shift our focus a little bit, and instead of using this time as a time to be negative and to worry, if we could shift our focus and consider this a gift. My husband says maybe we can see this time period as a gift, and my pastor's wife says this is kind of like a divine reset. Like, what if we use this time period of our lives to rest and to reset and to restore? It's kind of like we are on staycation, a staycation that we didn't plan for, but what if we used it instead of a time to worry and to fear and to feed our own stress and anxiety and that of other people? What if we use this as a time to pray, to rest, to encourage each other, to lift each other up, to read that book that we've been, neglecting on the shelf, or to watch that informational video about how to cook our favorite meal, or to start that exercise program. So I just think that we could use this time to benefit our own health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So that's kind of what I'm thinking that I need, really. I mean, we've eaten all the chocolate and we've watched all the news, and now maybe it's time to shift over to a different way of thinking. So with that being said, let me show you Doterra's Cleanse and Restore Kit. So this is a way that we can detox our bodies. And why would we want to do that? Well, we're just constantly bombarded with things in our world that are clogging up our systems, that cause us brain fog, cause us to not be as healthy as we could or should be or want to feel. Often our body will store toxins in like a fat cell so that the toxin doesn't wreak havoc on other parts of our bodies, and so we're holding on to extra weight maybe, or we just feel more negative or feel more angry. This can come in so many forms, right? It can come from smog and car exhaust and just different chemicals that we come into contact with, pesticides on our foods and heavy metals, just things that get into our bodies, and then if there's enough of them, our bodies just have trouble excreting that on our own, and we can just use a little bit of extra support to help get those toxins out of our bodies, to get our body systems up and running smoothly again. And so that's what this system is all about. So let me start with Terrazyme. This is a digestive enzyme complex. I'm going to try not to talk too long because I have a tendency to just ramble. So this digestive enzyme complex, Terrazyme. So a lot of times when we eat food, if we don't have the right amount of digestive enzymes in our system, our body has trouble breaking down the food we eat and getting the nutrients, the vitamins and the minerals out of the food. So we might be eating healthy, but if our body doesn't have the enzymes to break down those foods, we're not actually getting as many of the nutrients from our food as we could be. So digestive enzymes to the rescue. Take 1 to 3 per meal. You can just kind of experiment to see what you need personally. And that will help your body have the enzymes it needs to break down your food and extract the nutrients from them. Okay, so that's the first one. If you want to know some of the ingredients, you probably don't. That's really, really boring. But protease, papain, amylase, lactase, lipase, alpha. Oh, why did I even try this one? Aspergillus, etc. So I will not bore you with that. Digestive enzymes. Okay. Next we have GX Assist, and this cleanse is actually meant to be done in 30 days. So this will be just 10 days of the cleanse. Now the GX Assist is specifically for detoxing like bad bacteria out of your gut. So that's what you want to use this for. You're going to use it for 10 days to get rid of some of those bad bugs that are in your gut. Many people think the gut is like a second brain. Many people think the gut is where a lot of your immune system comes from or needs to be healthy. Clearly, I'm not a scientist. Every time I talk, I remember that. But a healthy gut will help you have a healthy immune system and a healthy mind. So GX Assist, get rid of those bad bugs. And then after you're done with the 10 days of GX Assist, you can do PB Assist. So this is your probiotics. So now we're going to repopulate our digestive system with healthy and good flora. So PB Assist, and that'll be the next 10 days. Now there's some products that you use throughout the whole 30 days. One of them I don't have. Where did my magazine go? Let me go grab it. Wait just a second. Okay, this one I don't have in stock right now, but it's Zendocrine. So you can get it as an oil, as an internal pill that has the oils in it, and as an internal complex, which also includes some food-based items. So this is going to help your body's detoxification pathways. You might think of them as chimneys. So the lungs, the kidneys, the liver, the respiratory tract, and what did I say? The digestive tract, and the skin. Did I say that? I don't know what I said. You get the picture. So all those pathways that our body uses to detoxify. So like if you're breaking out, it's because your body has used your skin to detoxify. We think of obviously the colon or our digestive system. Of course, when we think of detoxing, that's probably the first thing that comes into mind. But the lungs are part of helping us to detoxify, the kidneys and the liver as well. So Zendocrine, we're going to take that for the whole 30 days. And again, you can take it as the oil, or as the oil in a gel cap, or as the oil with some food-based items as well. All helpful for those detoxification pathways. And we'll take that the whole 30 days of our cleanse. And then lemon is going to be a great one too for detox. Like I mentioned before, sometimes toxins get trapped into a fat cell, and that's why we have trouble. Let's say we're exercising, we're eating right, and we're just having trouble losing that extra weight. That could be because our body doesn't want to get rid of those toxins that are trapped in the fat cell. So it's not going to want to release that toxin unless it can release it safely. It doesn't want to release it back into the body. So lemon oil, and I believe also grapefruit oil, and some of the oils also in Slim and Sassy, will help your body to safely detox those toxins that are trapped in the fat cells, and then your body can then deal with the fat cell. So that could help with weight loss as well. And then DDR Prime. This is a cellular blend or a cellular complex. This is going to help the body have the healthiest cells possible. It's going to just help your health on a cellular level. So some of the oils in here: frankincense, clove, litsea, wild orange, thyme, summer savory, and lemongrass. Okay. So obviously we want to have healthy cells because our body is made up of cells, and this will reach our body on a cellular level. The cells in our body respond really, really well to essential oils. The cells in our body allow essential oils to cross into the cell, whereas cells don't actually let a lot of things inside them, but they do, and I'm going to call that one of God's miracles. They do allow essential oils to cross into the cell and help deal with things inside the cell and provide health to the cell. So that's DDR prime, and you will take that also the last 10 days of your cleanse. And then the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Now this is doTERRA's multivitamin, omega-3, and what's called alpha CRS. So the multivitamin and the omega-3, you're probably maybe already taking one from someplace, maybe the grocery store. What's unique about doTERRA's is that they're sourced and made from whole foods, not Whole Foods the store, but like a whole food complex. So your body treats them like food. Your body knows what to do with them. There's not 20,000% of iron that you don't actually need that can't be absorbed. It's actually just the right amount of iron or vitamin C or vitamin D that your body needs, because your body knows what to do with food. Your body knows how to absorb nutrients from food and to deal with food. And so your body will treat this like food and use the whole thing and use it well. Use it for what your body needs, and your body will decide how to use it. And then the alpha CRS, also from a whole food complex, and that's going to be a blend that helps, again, with cellular health, cellular energy, so energy basically down to the cell level. So these are awesome, awesome, awesome. You feel great when you take them. You can take as many as 2 of each per day, twice a day. So you might be taking 12 a day if you're in super poor health and you really need a huge boost of multivitamins. Or maybe you already eat fairly well and then you just want to take 2 a day. Or maybe you are a smaller person and you weigh less. Maybe you just want to take 1 a day. So again, this is something that you can experiment with to see what level works for you, what gives you energy, makes you feel great, helps you sleep better, helps you wake up with a more clear mind and more energy. So just take a few days, take the first week to just decide how many you need to take. I always recommend starting with half the dose. And if you're not getting the results you need, then you bump it up to the full dose. And if you're fine at half a dose, you could try going down, but I probably wouldn't go down to 1 a day unless you really weigh less than 120 pounds, or you're a small person, or you're maybe you're under the age of 12 or something. So these are awesome. Okay, and now addressing, so that's called the Cleanse and Restore Kit, and that does come as a kit from doTERRA. I think it's around $270 to get all those products for the whole 30-day cleanse. And you can get those at, I'll show you my website. I hope you can see this. www.mydoterra.com/Liz Thompson. If you're already a member, you obviously do not need to go to my website. Just go to your own website and order it. But if you're not a member and you'd like to join with me, please message me. I'd rather talk to you first before you just join, so that I can make sure you're getting exactly what you need to address your needs. But there it is, www.mydoterra.com/Liz Thompson. Now, if you're super dealing with stress because of all the news reports and all the media and everything that you've been consuming mentally and emotionally, psychologically, let's look at some products we can use for just calming the mind, calming the stress. This is called Adaptive, and This is a pretty new product line. There's also a roller bottle. I don't have that right now. So you're just going to diffuse this, and it's specifically meant for anxious thoughts and stressful thoughts and feelings. So you can diffuse this, you can put it on your wrists. They have had clinical trials with it. It's shown to greatly help people to adapt, which is why it's called adaptive, to stressful situations and to feel more calm. And this is an internal complex. So it's some of the same oils, but not identical, along with ahi flower, why do I always try these? Aminobutyric acid, and something else I cannot pronounce. Scaledium tortuosum. Okay, aren't you glad that you made me do that? Anyway, so these are going to be super helpful. You can take 1 or 2 of these a day, morning and night. Some people love them before bed. They don't make you sleepy, just to calm your mind before bed. And then you can diffuse this throughout the day in your diffuser, and you can apply it to your body and smell it. You obviously want to smell it. Smelling does impact the limbic system of your brain, which will actually change chemicals in your brain in helpful ways for calming, for uplifting, things like that. If you need a little bit more joy, that lemon that I mentioned earlier, or wild orange or grapefruit, are going to be awesome for uplifting your mood and your mind, and to start thinking about those other things that we talked about in the beginning, reconnecting with your family and reconnecting with your kids, and maybe you're homeschooling for the first time, and you just want it to be a little bit more calm at home while the kids are doing their work. You can do adaptive, or you can do lemon. But I encourage you, if there's sunshine out there, go outside, get some sunshine, put your bare feet in the grass, breathe in the fresh air, and definitely stay informed about what's going on in our world, but don't let that just be the constant narrative in your mind and in your heart. Take the information needed and then cut it off, and take the time to invest in prayer, invest in exercise, invest in your friends and family. And let's just be really lifting each other up and loving each other during this time. Okay, guys? Once again, if you need my website, here it is, www.mydoterra.com/Liz Thompson. And stay safe out there, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.